Me no when you na asre
11:27.
me no.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Wahine. Oh, Wahine. Okay,
Welcome.
sis, Tuesday.
You know, I was going to say
Mm-hmm.
thank you to Lady, is it Lady Love? Lady
No,
Love for
Helena.
that, no, Lady Love for that education of English being our first language and our
Oh, yeah.
national
Yeah.
language, yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
then all the other languages are learnt and written and all that.
Yeah.
Probably Tree is the most spoken one, but it's not our
Mm-hmm.
national language.
Yep.
And that's what I wanted to say. She said it, and I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to say thank you to Smiley as well for educating us.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this lady who spoke, the lady from Brown,
Yeah.
you know, and that will bring me on to the topic of us speaking English or Tree. You
Okay.
know, when someone comes on to say Smiley by, he asked
Mm-hmm.
to speak Tree. What I say,
Yeah.
and I think we should stick to English, but say obi baso na so you're comfortable speaking English now. I think that we
Mm-hmm.
are better off Tree, because Lady Nokasa Fi Brown, she spoke a lot of sense. And if we say they be strictly English now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she would have been able. Don't get me wrong. Even if she would have been able to express herself in English now, I don't think her points would have come across as she did, because I think she did a very good job and she was very smart, very sensible lady. Let's make it an English platform, of course, so that everybody else will enjoy it. Just say, but
Mm-hmm.
if someone comes on and they want to speak English, tree now, yeah, mom with the opportunity to do so.
Okay.
And Smiley saying so no buy no, or no
Mm-hmm.
so sir, he asked to speak tree, and I was like, yeah, but he did a good job anyway speaking English. But as
Mm-hmm.
a Obi Kaya, no, we should give him the opportunity to come again with the tree, no, so that ye be sure, especially remember na ye
Mm-hmm.
wa Yebu has said, huh. But that
Mm-hmm.
I'll land quickly on to Kofini, you know,
Mm-hmm.
with Kofi case, no, I didn't want to follow it too much because I had a lot of respect for Kofi prior to Simhuyo Didi, and at the end, to be honest, no, I've lost a lot of respect for him. And I think that
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot going on. Me as see, and I thought, say, you know what? Is he being blackmailed? Is there something going on? Is he being disgraced? There's definitely something going on. We don't know. There's something going on behind the scenes. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
But me personally, I didn't want to get involved too much because our area there, too many. But my simple like say I've lost, you know, respect for him. What
Mm-hmm.
I say, because sabi wouldn't be why worry be for whatever reason it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And where nipa no echo, you've
Mm-hmm.
moved on to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you be smearing the person's face in it? What I say?
Yeah.
Because and then when he started showing all these hands and the Sanya, and I was like, what's going on? Is somebody blackmailing this guy? I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even know say now worry for but as I said, no, me, I haven't, I know what's going on and everything, but I haven't followed him too much. But when you listen to people who are around him, some of the people who knows the in and out of the whole thing and of Kofi's behavior,
Mm-hmm.
you will know that he's not an upright. I'm not saying say everybody should be perfect, but I don't think he dealt well with his ex, no,
The
and
the X.
me
Okay.
personally, no, I have lost respect for
Mm-hmm.
him, and that's what I would say. And
Okay.
good luck to our platform, and yeah, mom, you know, a lot of good things, a lot of good topics, a lot of education and learning, Embra. Yeah, from people like Smiley. And with time, no, we can incorporate health and other things in here. And then we'll go far. But let English remain the main. But if someone comes and they want to express themselves in Trina, we go for it.
So what if someone came and they want to express themselves in Ewe?
Why not? Why not? I'm a Ghanaian, okay? I was born and raised in Ghana, and I know unfortunately Ewe's my stepdad, as I said before, he's an Ewe, and he tells you I don't speak Chi, he doesn't even say I can't speak Chi, I don't speak Chi, but he
doesn't want
sings.
to.
Thank you. He speaks. He sings. He sings Chi songs. He understands every word in Chi. He understands so many other languages, but he will speak Krobo and Ewe only. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But I've been fortunate to learn so many other languages. Okay. And if someone comes and they want to speak English now, it's a plus to us. That shows how diverse we are. And the people on the platform who would understand it and then feel at home, or feel like, when I see someone speaking my language, like Krobo or whatever, I feel like, oh, I've got someone out there. I met this lady on this app, and she named herself a Krobo Hima. And I'm like, oh, I thought I was the only Krobo Queen Mother here. So that makes you feel like, wako would you, what I say, or you've met someone from. So let's just.
But
let's stick to English.
I thought it's stories and experiences that that's when you get to find out that okay, I'm from the same place as this person. I know language plays a role, but if I'm telling you stories in English from my childhood, you definitely connect because you grew up in the same country.
Yeah.
But hey, Ghanaians, we are Ghanaians.
Exactly. You can't make us happy, So let's just stick to English and see what we can accommodate and what we cannot accommodate. And
okay.
Yeah. So
all right, sis. Thank you.
Success to us all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And now, please, there's a subscription, as you can see, subscription icon at the top of the screen. Feel free to subscribe to the page. All right, that will also support me in my video making. Oh, I Okay, so we're networking in some way because you keep going off. Miss Crab.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up? Cool, Abby.
I do.
What be that?
Hey, me who watch you?
Tell you dog me.
No be me, I'm a bre, and I'm even working in a dance, so
Okay, you're in Adan. That's what you're having your service.
No. This one, I'm just working with some brand, some alcohol company for the festival.
Oh, okay, nice.
Service,
Gotta make that money.
Of course.
But don't let the money
so
make
I'm
you, though.
seeing your topic. Oh no, it won't. I love money, but it won't make me.
Okay.
So I saw your your topic for today, which is
Josette, thank you so much for subscribing. Go ahead, Miss Craft. Sorry.
Your topic is never sell your baby daddy to his enemies, right? Some baby daddies, it's me, I believe, sir. When I came on, I heard a woman talking about how it's not good to talk because sometimes then they will take it out there and then they'll be telling other people how it's not green, how the river is not all. That thing that the lady said is very, very true. Like, even explaining yourself sometimes to your own relatives, and sometimes papa cry, it's not needed because we are human beings. We have the tendency of being jealous, of being bitter. And then when that kicks in, we try to find every possible means to try to bring you down. You get it? We are hungry for power and we always like to see ourselves being superior. With that being said, sometimes some people we need to badmouth them for them to stop what they are doing. Like, because I know people papa ma for, but fearful they will never do anything good for it. So somebody from outside will be praising the person and say, Kofi dear, Kofi adomade metene so ana sorry. But ne yene ne ba wo fie ni me say Kofi adoma wo eka ne last 10 cedi o de ba be cha bonti so ni enfam to fie but o de ba ko cha bonti so. Such a person, me, I believe that the only way we can rectify and bring the person's mind back to reality and put some sense is by letting other people know say nipa so mesi we say na oye and I say ni na ote obi o ha ni baby daddy be mana ono oni oba na jai. There was this time as some woman make fixing me nail, and then the lady was telling me about onya me kind of no I was talking about the relationship. The baby daddy makes everybody think say a woman no bad. But if you listen to the story now, the man is so manipulative and is a narcissist, right? The man is so evil. But because woman and per se obe good and man papa any man she's not saying anything. And a man ni jena and also na odi kwasi asem. More treating the woman, more treating the way to make her woman phone. My man ma be ma be am buffy ho. He doesn't want anybody else to call on person on man be free anybody else daddy. Meanwhile no about fraternity. Uncle and corner or friend and mommy. So such a person, if it's not bad mouthing, how do we get the world to know? Because Opia Bontina or Bontina, he is a saint. I sorry on not to tight I can see and here for no dear monko. I be way check him on no quaco sonimu. Such a person. How? But then I know said there are some women too they will purposely keep their children from the man or will purposely try to tear the man apart and make the man look like he's the worst person on earth. Maybe because the man didn't settle down with them. So because of that anger, and no, but majority of the time, these men are also doing things that are suffocating the women. So in that one, I'm asking you, how do we go about it? If not bad mouthing them, or not necessarily bad mouthing them, if not washing their dirty linen outside, how then do we get people to know that Bema we on boamio? Men drink say my shepena me nam one bema we you enyo. So I am asking you, how do we correct that? If not by washing the dirty linen outside.
Okay, so there are two reasons why I believe you should never sell your baby mom, your baby father out, or even your baby mother or whatever. Because one thing you have to understand is that the child that you have brought to the earth, or the children, that's their father. They look up to him. They respect him as a father. So however you portray him to the kids, and that's how the kids will see him. And if you value the relationship that you expect to be between your child and their father there, then you should consider that. Another thing is that if your motive or your objective of selling him out is to get his attention to come and take care of his responsibility there, then you might think about it twice, because some men don't react to those things. If you go out and sell me out because I don't take care of the kids or something like that, some men don't really care. So
but then is it even
then
selling out? If I'm letting people know
you are trying to, then that means it is not about the kids. It is just about you trying to tarnish his image because there's some sort of
but is
animosity
it
between you
even
two.
image tarnishing? We are just letting what it is. Yeah, we are just saying what it is. Is that image tarnishing?
But
And
is it so?
secondly,
Let me give you an example.
if the man wanted his children to respect him or even cared
Thank you.
about respect, will he be misbehaving in the first place? Because I'll not put myself in any situation whereby I'll be disrespected. So if the man or the woman wants respect and doesn't want his dirty linen to be washed outside, why is he not giving
Irene, thank
respect
you.
by doing his duties?
Let me give you an example. let me say someone carries your ladder, right? Okay, so you've gone off. Let me say someone carries your ladder and is using your ladder to paint, and you come home and you just want your ladder. You don't ask the person to get down. You just pull it, right? The person will fall. Your intention or your motive was not to hurt the person. Your motive was to get your ladder, right? But guess what? Now, in your action, in trying to pursue, like in the pursuit of trying to get your ladder back, you have caused the person's what do you call it, injury or death. So you trying to, if your motive is to let the people know that he doesn't take care of his kids, in the long run is going to tarnish his image. So that means you should know. But the people that you are trying to clarify or you are trying to inform that let me say if you have a child with Canada Japan and you want to let people know that Canada Japan doesn't take care of his kids, at the end of the day, are those people going to come and take care of the kids? Are those people going to, come in and help out with taking care of the kids? The people that you feel you owe an explanation to, are they going to contribute to, bringing up the kids?
No, they're gonna make the matters even worse.
Yeah.
So I was listening to the lady, and I heard what she said, and I can feel the passion in what she's talking about. But all I can say is, sweetheart, sometimes the words that we utter out affects our children. It affects our children because, look, if you have a daughter or a son, maybe they look up to their father. You don't know the relationship they have there. You might be thinking, oh, they don't care, they're too young, they're too what. Words are powerful. They hear it.
Yeah.
They process it. And as they grow, and in our community where we coming from, and it's a lot. And it takes two to tango. I'm not saying that is a good thing. It takes two to tango because as a man, you should know your fatherly duties.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes, that is what pushes the men away, and it's the ugly truth.
Yeah.
Sometimes the reaction, the way
Okay,
we
so
approach.
Alina, for some reason I think that there's a glitch, so they can't hear you. Let me take you off and bring you back, okay?
Oh, okay.
All right. Hello. And guess what? I don't think they can hear you too because I can't see you on my screen, so that means they can't hear you. Can you go off and let me bring you back up? All right. So still I can't see you on my screen, so that means I can't hear you guys. The sad thing is when this happens, okay, let me try and go off my Wi-Fi. All right, so still I can't. That means, guys, I have to go off and come back. If you haven't followed me, please follow me. I'll go off and come back, so that we can continue with the conversation. All right. got the motivation instead of stuff. So you feel free and join us in the conversation and having things to say about this. Please join us. Now let's tap the screen. Let's share the video. Please. Tap the screen, share the video. Tap the screen, share the video. All right. So please, if you have anything to say, just join. And Alicia, thank you for
Okay.
joining. Alina.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, good. Can everyone hear me in the audience? If you can hear me, just say yes. Because previously.
Janet. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier on, the lady that came previously, she was talking about what if, like, she was talking about the kids and going to someone to talk about. Now, like I said earlier on, I don't know if she was around when I was saying, talking ill about anyone in front of children affect the children.
Yeah.
So sometimes we sit there and we thinking, how are children being this and being that and being that? It's the foundation. Is the foundation, how they grew up, the environment they grew up, the toxic environment. And we forget that all these things, children are like sponges. They suck everything in.
Soaking everything, yeah.
Every single thing. So you being negative and you talking ill on you, they see it as something whereby they process it, and some they hatred and some attitude start developing. Like for instance, I'll give you an example. If a child growing up and see their parent, the dad beating the mom all the time, don't you think they're going to grow and develop that habit, thinking that is okay? They will think, because they see it every day, they think that is normal, but it's not normal. So you talking ill about someone, no matter what it is, like I said, the person that you're talking ill about, the person. Once upon a time, that person was the God, the angel of your world.
Okay.
You wouldn't even let anyone say anything about. You laid in bed. The person, you've showed your nakedness and everything. Now, so she was talking about respect. Respect goes both ways.
Yeah.
Respect. And it's something that I tend to hear a lot from where we are coming from. Oh, I demand respect.
Janet.
Respect.
Yes,
I demand respect. I demand respect. Respect. You can't demand respect. Respect is earned. You can't demand it. You have to earn. You have to. John was trying to say, if you come to me and you're not giving me respect, even in the Bible, it says respect even the children. See what I'm saying? In children, adults, everything. You have to give respect to every single person. But if you want to receive it but never give it, and we tend to always talk about the other person, but we forget ourselves. Sometimes we need to look ourselves in the mirror.
Yeah.
We need to look ourselves in the mirror, because whatever you are giving out is the same thing you are receiving.
Thank you, lovely.
That's the same. Thank you. That's the same thing you are receiving. So if you are giving out that energy, that's what you're gonna give. Now, to me, they say silence, like success is the best revenge. Okay, the person is not doing what they're supposed to do. Fine, you've spoken to him. You going to someone to birthmark the person or sell him out to his enemies is not going to let him do what he needs to do. Furthermore, it's going to push him further away. He's going to have resentment. You selling him out is not going to bring him, is even pushing him further away.
That's true.
There are some people in this life, they don't care. No matter what you're going to do, they think, oh, I'm going to breed and then just leave it. That's them. Your main focus is yourself and your children. If he doesn't want to be in your life, don't force it. Maybe they say some things happen for a reason. Maybe God is putting you away from something that you are not even meant to be in, but we are forcing ourselves to go in. To be in. So if the person does not want to be in your life, does not want to be in your children's life, fine. Do what you need to do as a mother,
Yeah.
as a parent, as a provider. But the only thing I can say to you is never like talk ill about the father to the children, because that thing is toxic.
Yeah.
You are ruining the little child, because that child is going to go to school. And if you've never schooled in the Western world, I'm going to tell you that child is going to go to school and children are going to talk about parents. My dad this, my dad that, my dad, and they do it. I've witnessed it myself. My dad this, my dad this, my dad that. And they pick on children that don't have dads.
True.
I've been through that. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
They pick like, where's your daddy? You don't have a daddy. You don't have this. They pick on the children.
Yeah.
And then some children will go, my mommy say my dad is this, my dad is that, my dad is that. You be surprised the things that children do. My mom is the primary school teacher, and sometimes my mom will come home and tell me stuff that the children are uttering out, and you be surprised because why?
Yeah.
The parents are saying it, and she will call him. The parents come to pick the kids. He will call the parents and advise them. And the funniest thing, the saddest thing, is always Africans. It's always the blacks.
It's sad.
It's always the blacks. Ladies, gentlemen, and I know there's some gentlemen that are doing it too, single fathers that are doing it too, and it's hard. And I'm speaking to the single parents and everything. If you are there and you're doing it by yourself, I take my heart off for you. You are doing great.
Yeah.
Just bring up that child the way you wish that you should have been brought up. The right way, the right path. Don't pollute that child by saying uttery things. Hey, what papa dear to your father, you're useless, this, you're useless. That affects children. And the thing is, in our community that we come from, I always say this to my parents. And I said, look, I said that to my parents one day. My dad literally called me later on and said, I'm sorry. And I said to him, sorry for what? And he goes, you know where we're coming from? It's not that. So we don't. I said to them, do you know what? It's always this. When have you actually sat down? When do we actually sat down and sit our children down and says, tell me, how am I? Am I doing a good job? We need to do this. Am I doing a good job as a parent? Where am I going wrong? Let's talk as parents to your children. And some people do it. I know some people that actually do it because they've gone through but we need to develop this, and this is what the most white people do, that they sit their children down. Sometimes they take them to therapy.
Yeah.
We are black. We go, why should I go therapy?
We don't understand we don't get it. We think everything is physical.
Exactly.
But we don't know how powerful the mind, that everything that we do is controlled by the mind. It is the mind that tells you what to do.
Like the lady that was talking earlier on, if you sit your children down, you just sit your child down and talk to your child at a level and understanding, no shouting, and your child is talking to you, you will be surprised the things that they will say to you. You think children don't observe things? So that's why I always say your tongue, what you say, and even in the Bible it says it, your tongue is the most powerful thing in this world. What you say come to pass.
Yeah.
So no matter what, even the person, speak good, because whatever you put out there, you receive. You speak good onto someone, it will come back to you. Karma. It's called karma. So no matter how the person hurts you, you say pray for your enemies. Maybe you don't know the situation the man is going through. We supposed to, men. That's why I always say, Debbie, I always say this, right? I said, if I die and I get reincarnated, I still want to be a woman, because I can't be a man.
Why?
The pressure and the burden on a man, I can't handle it. The pressure and the burden to be a man is so is so high, and some women don't even understand it. They say, "Oh, you're supposed to." I'm like, yo, do you know the percentage of black men that are going through mental health because there has been this how do you say, responsibility that has been put on them from a young age that they have to achieve and they have to fulfill, and it's become a burden onto them. So if they don't achieve it, they feel like they failed in society. They feel like they failed as a man.
Yeah.
And they hold it inside because they can't talk about it. Because if you go and talk about your emotions, they say you're a weak man.
You're soft.
You are a weak man. You are this. So they harboring all these emotions, stress, everything inside it. And sometimes it's the woman that you need to come and relieve some of these load off the man.
Yep.
But sometimes we women, we make it even worse.
The things you say.
Thank you. The
Oh,
tongue.
crap.
The tongue.
Uh-oh.
The things that you say. Sometimes you just need that soft words. A croc. Do you know what I'm saying? Soft words to make him do, even if you are not with him. Even if you are not with him, you are co-parenting. Sometimes it's the way you will talk to the man. He will give you whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I don't want to keep. I see other people are online, and so I'm
Yeah.
just gonna
All
drop
right.
down and
Thank
let
you.
other people come and chime in. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. Irene.
Yes, I just want to address something. So I think the previous caller said almost everything, well, half of what I wanted to say anyway. But Miss Cry, if you're still listening, you know, you mentioned something about the man. You know, obviously we haven't heard his side of the story, which we're not going to ever know. But from what you described him as, he appears to me like a narcissistic man, you know, and with those, there's nothing you can do with them. You can't work with them, you know. So the woman has to buckle up, you know, and stand up and stand with her kids and do what she has to do to bring them up in a good way. But,
Yeah.
you know, he could be having his own issues. You can't work with a narcissistic person until he or she decides that
Yeah.
he wants to do something. And in the Western world, some of them are fortunate to be diagnosed, or some of them are fortunate to have therapy, or for them to say, okay, I admit I have a problem and I want to deal with
Yeah.
it. And they go through the process of dealing with it. I've seen people who have come out through the other side. But unfortunately for Africans, even Africans in the diaspora, it doesn't work. You know,
It doesn't work.
they would not even admit they have a problem.
Nope.
You know,
Nope.
admission is half of the problem solved, but they won't
Yeah.
admit at all. So if you come across someone like that, you know, I've seen a few people like that. They're very nice out. They will give out. You know, they'll do everything, and the person staying with them is suffering. You know, and it's just narcissistic behavior. You can't
Yeah.
work with them, you know, and you mustn't kill yourself. And I
Yeah.
think everything else has been said. All you need to do, you know, get yourself together, you know, and success, as a previous caller said, success is the best way forward. So you just make sure you become successful, you become financially independent, stand on your own
Yeah.
2 feet, and bring your kids up the best you can. Yeah. So if
Thank
everyone
you.
is
Thank you.
listening, they're in the same situation, you know, the same thing applies.
Yeah.
So yeah, good luck to us
Thank you
all.
very much.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
bye.
Bye. Mabi,
Yeah, hi.
how are
Um,
you?
yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you too?
I'm blessed.
Good,
Thank you.
good. Yeah, I also say in some way, sometimes it really helps if you let. Why? Okay, my first question is, why are we making the kids as a yardstick here, as if the kids are the enemy we are talking about? The kids are not the enemy we are talking about. No, they are the people out there that this horrible man is treating these women the same way. From this woman to that woman, is treating this woman the same way. Even you that have kids with him, he doesn't take care of. There is this scenario. A lady went out with a married man. This married man doesn't take care of his kids, his wife, no. And so someone somewhere badmouthed this man to the girlfriend. And the girlfriend was able to advise this man to go back to his wife and kids. And it worked. So some way it helps, some way it doesn't. As a woman, just look at what works for you and then go with it. That's what I think. Sometimes badmouthing them is really good. It helps so much. Sometimes it doesn't. So know which one works for you as a woman and then go with it. It's just as simple as that. But bad mouthing, and if you know you're not taking care of your wife and then someone is bad mouthing you, please just take it. Whether you change or not. These people, they're narcissist people, they are the people, they are so unchangeable. It's very horrible to live with them. You can't. If you don't take it, you will die in it. So what you need to do is speak out, but then don't speak out to someone who cannot help you. Speak out to a therapist. Speak out to someone who can help you, not just anyone. He's got nothing for you. So speak out
Yeah.
to someone, a therapist or occupational, someone who can help you, and then pick it from there. It will work. But please, the narcissist, you guys have to stop. I don't know whether you were born with it or you just learned it for. It's so bad, narcissist. Jesus, me say, "Well, come boom, 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 boom," to say, guys, when you're steady, you the narcissist people, be steady, pa. Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Mabi.
Yeah, bye.
Okay. So Mabi feels like sometimes there are some men that's the only way you have to deal with them. But then she said something at the end that you need to tell someone who can give you a good advice, or someone whom you can go through to get to your partner to change his behavior. Don't go just telling maybe because you've heard that, oh, your husband is having an issue with some guy, and you feel like by selling your husband's information to that guy, the guy can say something and it will hurt your husband. I mean, your baby daddy. That will not help. That will not help unless maybe your whole motive is just to tarnish his image. Then you can go that route. But if you really want a better result from telling your problem, then you need to tell it to someone who can help you. I think that was my last caller. I would like to thank everyone for tuning in. I really, really appreciate you. Like I said, this platform is to educate, to inform, and to entertain women, African women. And yes, so whenever you tune in, please feel free. You're a part of the family. Follow me. Every morning we have different topics. All right. So stay blessed. Have a wonderful day. Peace.